To make our Jude Fisher hat today, I'm going to be using the recommended yarn, which is the Yarnsmiths Merino DK, and I'm using shade 3236 to make my hat today. Also need a pair of 4mm circular knitting needles, a pair of sharp scissors and a stitch marker, as we'll be working in the round. So once you have everything ready, let's begin. So taking our 4mm circular needles now, we need to cast on 100 stitches and join in the round. Now the way I like to join in the round, I'm actually going to cast on 101 stitches because I loop one over so I lose a stitch. So that way I still keep my stitch count of 100 stitches. So if you have a preferred method of casting on and joining the round, then go ahead and do your method. As long as you have 100 stitches after joining, that's absolutely fine. So go ahead now, use your preferred method of cast on. Mine is the long tail cast on method. So I'm going to go ahead now and cast on my 100 stitches using long tail cast on, and then I'm sure I'll join in the round and I shall show you how I do that. So for this pattern, it requires 100 stitch cast on, but because of my method of joining in the round, I'm actually going to cast on 101. So I'm going to cast on those stitches and then I should join you back here and show you how I join in the round. So I've cast on my 101 stitches and I'm now ready to join in the round. And how I like to do this is to knit the first stitch, and then what I'm going to do is just simply pick up the stitch behind on the right hand needle, and as if we were just doing a normal cast off, I'm just going to bring that stitch over the top of the stitch I've just knit, and there you can see we have a nice join in the round. So all I'm going to do now is pop my stitch marker in. So I'm just going to pop my stitch marker in this space here, so that marks the beginning of round. So I'm just going to pop that marker in like so, and there we have a lovely join in the round with our beginning of round marker. So you can see that our first stitch is here. So the pattern asks us to work a 2x2 rib. So for a 2x2 rib, if you've not done one before, it's knit 2, so we've knit the first stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and knit the second stitch, and now we're going to purl the next stitch, and we're also going to purl the following stitch. So there we have our 2x2 rib. So we knit 2 followed by purl 2, and we're going to keep in this pattern of knit 2. So we go ahead and knit the next 2 stitches followed by purl 2, and we're going to keep in that pattern of our 2x2 rib, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, all the way around to the beginning of round marker. So go ahead now and work the first round of rib and join me back at the end of round 1. So just coming up to the end of that round now, so we should be finishing the round with a purl followed by a purl. And that brings us to the end of that round. So we need to slip our beginning of round marker over to our right hand needle. And now we're ready to continue that pattern of our knit 2 followed by our purl 2. And we're going to continue in that pattern of knit 2, purl 2 until our rib measures 4 inches. So continue working in your rounds in the pattern of knit 2, purl 2, remembering to slip the marker at the end of each round, and just continue in this way until your rib measures 4 inches, and join me back here. So my 2x2 rib now measures 4 inches, so I'm ready to move on to the next section. So the next section is very nice and easy. It's stocking stitch for a further 2 inches. So just a reminder, if you're fairly new to working in the round, that stocking stitch when knitting the round is simply knit every stitch of every round, so no purling involved. So 2 inches of knit every stitch for every round. So go ahead now, do to further 2 inches of stocking stitch, and join me back here when your hat from the bottom measures a total of 6 inches. Okay, so once your work measures 6 inches from the cast on edge, we're ready to move on to the next section, which is our decrease. So for the decrease rounds, it does say in the pattern that you can use DP ends or magic loop or continue knitting as you are. So for the moment, I'm going to carry on just working in the round as I am. I may change to magic loop as the number of stitches decrease. But for now, I'm happy to carry on knitting in the round, and I should just use travelling loop to pull my loop through as we decrease the stitches if I need to. Otherwise I will switch to magic loop, but as I say, you can do whichever method you prefer. You can switch to DP ends, magic loop, or continue as you are for the moment as well. So let's move on to the next row. Okay, so to begin this round, we're going to begin with knit 8. So we'll go ahead, we'll slip our marker, and we're going to knit the first 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we need to knit 2 together. So we go ahead and knit the next 2 stitches together. And that is going to be our pattern for this round. So we're going to go ahead again and knit another 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, followed by our knit 2 together. So go ahead now, continue in the pattern of knit 8 followed by knit 2 together, and join me at the end of the round with a stitch count of 90. So I'm just coming up to the end of the round, and I'm just going to finish with my last knit 2 together. And that completes that round. So now ready to move on to the next round. So I'm just going to slip my marker, and we have a nice easy round which is simply knit every stitch. So go ahead, knit every stitch, and join me at the end of the round. And at the end of that nice easy round, we're ready to move on to the next round, which is another decrease round. So the pattern asks us to knit the first 7 stitches. So go ahead and knit the first 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we need to knit 2 together. So we're going to go ahead and knit the next 2 stitches together. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that knit 7 followed by knit 2 together, and that will leave us with 80 stitches at the end of the round. So go ahead and knit the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, followed by our knit 2 together. So continue in this way until the end of the round. So I'm just coming up to the last knit 2 together of the round, and that leaves me with a stitch count of 80. So we're now ready to move on to the next round, which is another nice easy round. We are simply going to knit every stitch. So go ahead, nice easy round, knit every stitch, and join me at the end of the round. And after that round, we're now ready to move on to another decrease round, and this time the pattern asks us to knit the first 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, followed by knit 2 together. So that is going to be our pattern for this round. So we're going to go ahead and knit another 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, followed by our knit 2 together. So continue with this pattern of knit 6, knit 2 together, and meet me at the end of the round with a stitch count of 70. So just going up to my last knit 2 together, and at the end of that round that leaves me a stitch count of 70. So now ready to move on to the next round, which you've guessed it is a nice easy round of knit every stitch. So we go ahead now, knit every stitch, and meet me at the end of the round. And now we're ready to move on to the next round, which is another decrease round. So this time the pattern asks us to knit the first 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just going to move my cable out of the way, followed by knit 2 together. And this is going to be the pattern for this round. So we're going to continue in the pattern of knit 5, knit 2 together, and that will give us a stitch count at the end of this round of 60 stitches. So go ahead now, knit the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by knit 2 together. So continue in this way and join me at the end of the round. I'm just coming up to my last knit 5, 3, 4, 5, followed by my last knit 2 together. And now I can slip the marker, ready for the next round. And the next round is another nice easy round. We are just going to simply knit every stitch. So go ahead, knit every stitch for this round and meet me at the end of the round. And now we're ready to move on to the next decrease round, which begins with knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by our knit 2 together. So that is going to be the pattern for this round. Knit 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, followed by knit 2 together. So continue knitting in the pattern of knit 4, knit 2 together, and meet me at the end of the round with a stitch count of 50. I'm just coming up to my last knit 2 together of the round, and that leaves me with a stitch count of 50. So now moving on to the next round, a nice easy round again of all knit. So go ahead, knit every stitch of the round and join me at the end of this round. And moving on to the next decrease round now, we're going to begin with knit 3. So 1, 2, 3, followed by our knit 2 together. So this is going to be our pattern for this round. So go ahead, follow the pattern of knit 3, knit 2 together, and join me at the end of the round with a stitch count of 40 stitches. And at the end of this decrease round now, I'm decided that I'm going to swap to my magic loop as it's getting quite tight with the knitting in the round and the travelling loop. So I'm just going to switch over. So I'm just going to remove my marker. So you're not going to see me slip my beginning round marker because of working in magic loop now. You can continue working however you want to. So you can continue working in the round using the travelling loop method, or you can switch to DPNs, or you can do magic loop, whichever you prefer. So moving on to the next round now, we are going to have a nice easy round of knit every stitch, keeping our stitch count of 40. So go ahead now, knit every stitch and join me at the end of the round. So before moving on to the next round, I just thought I'd give you a quick look at how my hat is looking. So ready to move on to the next round now, we're going to begin with knit 2. So I'll say I'm working magic loop now. You work whichever method works best for you. So we're going to go ahead and knit the first 2 stitches, followed by knit 2 together. And this is going to be our pattern for this round, which will leave us with a stitch count of 30. So we're going to go ahead, knit 2, followed by our knit 2 together. So go ahead, complete this round and meet me at the end. So now we're ready to move on to the next round, which is another nice easy knit round. So simply knit every stitch for this round, keeping your stitch count of 30, and meet me at the end of the round. And now we're ready to move on to the next round, which is another decrease round. And this time we are going to knit the first stitch, followed by knit 2 together. And that is going to be the pattern for this round. So it's knit 1, followed by knit 2 together. So continue in this pattern of knit 1, knit 2 together until the end of the round, where we will have a stitch count of 20 stitches. And at the end of that round we have a stitch count of 20. So now we're ready to move on to the next round, which is a nice easy round of simply knit every stitch. So go ahead now, knit every stitch of the round and meet me at the end, keeping your stitch count of 20. And after that round, we're ready to begin the very last decrease round. So for this round, we are going to be knitting 2 together 10 times. So go ahead, knit 2 together, followed by knit 2 together. So continue knitting 2 together all the way around, and join me at the end of the round where I shall show you how to finish off our hat. So you should also finish with a stitch count of 10. And that was the last round for our hat. So we now have a stitch count of 10 and our hat is looking amazing. So we can see that when we've cast this off, the brim is going to fold up like so to make our beanie. So all that we need to do now is to cut a length of yarn. So in the pattern it recommends leaving a 10 to 20 centimetre end to cast off the remaining stitches by using a sewing needle and passing it through the stitches, and then we're going to secure it. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut my length of yarn, and then I shall use my tapestry needle to thread my stitches through and cast off.